Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Tuesday, November the 30th, the last day of November 2021. Boy, it just seems like it's went by so fast this year, and hard to believe that we're starting the last month of the year tomorrow. And like I said yesterday, Christmas just around the corner, just a couple of weeks away now. So looking forward to that. But thank the Lord that we're able to come and be with you this morning and come and bring a word of hope, hopefully that give you strength throughout the day. And hope that the Lord will bless you through this day and through this remainder of this week and the remainder of this month, and as we look again at this being the last day of the month. So the verse of the day actually comes from Second Peter chapter 3 today. And it's two verses, verses 10 and verse 11, and it's very familiar scripture, especially to me. I quote this quite a bit, but Second Peter chapter 3, verses 10 and 11 says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" And as we look at the promises of God, and God never was slack on his promises. It may seem like it's a little delayed, and I've heard people make the statement before, well, uh, people's been talking about the Lord coming back all my life, and I'm not saying that he hadn't come back yet, so they just don't believe it. And I've heard people say that they don't trust the word and trust the promises of God. But can I tell you that God, everything that he promises has been fulfilled. I mean, people don't believe the Bible yet. If you go back and you look at the prophecies that were in the Old Testament and even the many that are in the New Testament, if you look at the prophecies, a lot of almost most of them, I'll say anyways, have been fulfilled. And if God says that he's going to do something, then we can pretty much take it to the bank, as the old saying is, and count on this happening. So as we look at this verse, or these verses in Second Peter chapter 3, and seeing that the end is coming, and the works that we do here on earth is going to be burned up. This house that I've got on the corner right down the road here is going to be burned up one of these days. The vehicle that I drove up here in this morning is going to be burned up. Everything that I've worked for, down here is going to be burned up, and it's going to be dissolved. And the Lord is coming back, and there's no doubt about that today. He is. There's different versions, people believes different ways of how he's coming back. But let me just assure you one thing, whether it's pre-trib or post-trib or mid-trib, or if there's no trib at all, or tribulations, or whatever happens, can I tell you this? The Lord is coming back, so we need to be ready. And as a matter of fact, Peter tells us here with these things that we know is going to happen. And Peter talking almost 2,000 years ago, and he's saying, if you know these things are going to happen, seeing these things, that all these things shall be dissolved, he asked the question, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Can I ask you a question? If you knew for sure that the Lord was going to come back on Friday, this coming Friday, we'll say, if you knew without a doubt that the Lord was going to come back this coming Friday, where would you spend your time at until then? What kind of conversations would you have if you knew that He was coming back on Friday? Would you have to change the way that you talk? Would you have to change the places that you go to? Would you frequent places more often if you knew that the Lord was going to come back this coming Friday? I wonder if the Lord was to come back and make the announcement today, and a huge announcement and say, I'm coming back Friday, I wonder how many people would flood the churches till then. It's hard to believe, though, that we don't have the promise of tomorrow. And one of these days, all of this is going to be burned up. But we still continue on and not looking at the signs that God has clearly given to us. Look around, church. Look at the things that are happening in this world. Look at the things that are happening in the United States. And, even lost people will tell you many times, a lot of times, that they don't believe that it's going to be long till something's going to have to happen, till the Lord comes back, or this world's going to be dissolved, or you look at even uh, the people who look at the environment and all of these things, and they study all the storms and the different things, and they even will tell you, and wonder how long that this earth is going to last. Well, this earth isn't going to last much longer, I don't think. The Lord's getting ready to come back. He's got His plan, His purpose, and His reason for delaying, but I don't think that He's going to delay very much longer, and the Lord's going to come back. And with that, though, would we need to change our conversation, the way that we talk, the way that we do things, how that we treat people, how the places that we go, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? Well, this morning it's very easy. If we don't know tomorrow what's going to hold, what tomorrow's going to hold, we're not sure about our future down here, and now that they're saying that there's a new variant out on the COVID. Every time we turn around, there's a new variant that's popping up. If we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, what kind of person should we be today? A lot of people will talk about seizing the day, that we need to take charge of today. Some people, though, many others say, why do today what we can put off until tomorrow? Procrastinate. And I'm afraid that a lot of people are spiritual procrastinators and are trying to put off till tomorrow what they should have done today. So today, let's be encouraged. And I've got to hurry up. I can't preach a whole message on this, but let's try to live our life and live today as if the Lord was coming back tomorrow, and our holy conversations, let it be about God. Let it be, as the Bible tells us, yea, yea, and nay, nay. And let's say that is right, that is true. Let's try to hold up a good conversation and have godliness in our lives. Again, hope that you will have a great day today, and thinking about these things, putting first things first, putting God first, and hope to see you next month. Oh, wait, that's tomorrow. So hope to see you right back here again tomorrow morning for another edition of First Things First. May God bless you as our prayers, and hope that you will take these things in today and think about what you need to do. May God bless you as our prayers.